Hello, my name is Kim Sauer at Electronica 2014. I'm joined today by Simon Kaiser, who is the sales business development representative for a company called UMC Electronics in Japan. Tell us a little bit about the company. Where is it based?
Yes, well, UMC Electronics is a Japan-born EMS company. We have 3 factories in Japan. In Saitama, 2 factories and 1 factory in Miyazaki, which is in southern Japan. We also have 3 factories in China, southern China, and 1 factory in Vietnam and 1 factory in Thailand, which is our fabrication base.
Okay, so that's a pretty big setup. What sort of markets are you addressing?
We are rather diversified, but our focus markets are automotive and industrial. We also have about 25% of our sales turnover in office automation, and then some rather minor businesses in medical and some module business.
Okay, so the automotive market is pretty global, so your setup and your customer base therefore must be quite global as well. What are the sort of key challenges and trends that you are seeing in the market?
Yeah, well, first of all, we're facing a bit of a challenge with customer base so far because, we were established in Europe last year, our sales subsidiary, but our customer base so far is 95% Japanese companies. Among these Japanese companies, we have a very, very good reputation. Those these Japanese companies, they are very renowned customers. For example, Toyota Industries, Honda Motors, also, not on the automotive sector, but Citizen for office automation. The challenge we are facing so far is we don't have, except some minor exceptions, we don't have European or Western customers so far. So the mission here we are having in Europe is we want to get Western customers. So we want to expand our visibility and gain visibility here in Europe. This is something that appears to us rather difficult because the automotive market, as you can imagine, is a very, very demanding market. But we are working hard to answer to the needs of the automotive sector. For example, with quality management system TS16949 certification in our factories in China and Thailand. Yes, but for general trends, a rather new observation we made is that we have observed that, in earlier times, development was based in EU, USA, North America in general, and then manufacturing was done in Asia. But for newer developments, we also face the situation that development is happening on-site in Asia and manufacturing stays in Asia. So this is it's not a challenge, it's more like an opportunity for us because we have development capabilities, maybe not from scratch, but we can assist in development. And these are developments in the market, in the automotive sector, which are very interesting for us.
So when you look at your setup, you mentioned you were in Japan as well as Vietnam, China, etc. So from a European's perspective, everybody always talks about China. The Japanese market or an EMS partner in Japan maybe isn't mentioned as much. So do you find that there is a lot more European uptake of your facilities in China and Vietnam maybe than there is in Japan? And what can Japan maybe offer that the others can't?
Yes, well, first of all, you're definitely right. Lots of people will at first want to talk to our China factory or Thailand, Vietnam factory because ASEAN is, in terms of cost structure of labor, getting more and more better regarding China because wage labor cost is increasing there 20% per year, up to 20% per year. For Japan, first of all, we have our setup in Asia, ASEAN, which is where we can always supply our customers in a very good way, cost-effective way. But for Japan, as you might have known in recent development, the exchange rate is getting very, very good for export. So with about $1 being 104 Japanese yen, the Japanese yen weakening, this is a situation where we can be cost effective, although we are located in Japan with manufacturing.
So you can still remain competitive on a cost level.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you've now exhibited here at Electronica, and you've had lots of interesting conversations with customers here. You told us already you've got a presence here in Europe. So what's the sort of feedback been from your experience here at Electronica?
Well, overall, very positive. There are lots of European customers who think about outsourcing to EMS for their facilities in Asia. Mm-hmm. So for us being located in Asia, this is obviously the main matching point. They also appreciate our presence here in Europe because, of course, the RFQs, the quotations and so on, this kind of business, it will go to Asia. We don't have manufacturing in Europe yet. But it's always good to have a direct contact here in Europe. European people being able to deal with European customers, this is something that they really appreciate. Mm-hmm.
So it's been a successful show. Thank you very much for taking the time from your stand to come over to talk to us.
Thank you very much.
A lot of success for the future.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.